There's a skinwalker lurking in the Jemez Mountains of New Mexico. There's a skinwalker lurking in the Jemez Mountains of New Mexico. I am a former resident of Albuquerque, New Mexico. I love it here. We have jaw-dropping sunsets and our world-famous question, red or green? But one specific occurrence made me sick to my stomach, which happened to have taken place only 2 hours from my humble city. It was early 2015, and my father, sister, and I decided to go camping in the Jemez Mountains one last time before school started. We own a camper and use it every time we go camping. So we hit the road in the early afternoon and arrived at the campsite late afternoon. We have a great spot about a quarter mile from the campgrounds. At least 1 or 2 people are camping within a mile of our place, so it's always lovely and quiet. For some context, our spot is cornered by 2 semi-hills, and then there's a trail that leads to the main road. Father has told me that cattle and wildlife pass along that dense trail at night, which is just another pro to camping in the Jemez. The sun started to set, so we made a campfire just behind the trail. After about 4 s'mores, my sister and I hit the hay. Being a firefighter, my dad knows you should never leave a campfire unattended, so he decides to stay out just a little bit longer before putting it out. It was around 9 p.m., and I fell asleep until suddenly I heard my father scream from outside. I was then relieved when he chuckled and started to curse. He then came inside and told us what all the commotion was about. He said that he felt breathing on his neck while watching the fire. He almost pissed himself, he said. He thought there was a bear behind him. He then slowly looked behind him, only to see a moose. He cursed and laughed because a damn moose made him scream. We all started laughing and pushed the event aside. I woke up about an hour later to the bright glow of flames. Oh shit, Father didn't put out the fire, I thought to myself. I opened the blinds only to see 2 bright as hell eyes peering from the trail. When you shine a flashlight on them, they look like a dog's eyes, but only 10x brighter. I let out a curse and fell back to sleep. It was too late for that shit. I woke up the next day to the smell of bacon and eggs. I was still wondering about what my father said the night before. Something. He just seemed off about it. Then I realized what was so off about what my father said. It hit me like a brick. I spoke with a stutter. Dad, moose don't live in New Mexico. He looked at me with a confused look, and then his face went stone cold. Tell your sister we're leaving in an hour. Pack your stuff up. We left about 45 minutes later. I knew my dad is a skeptic. He believes in the everything is connected kind of spirituality. Whenever we talk about ghosts or scary stories, he always says, someone could have easily made that up. Still, how he reacted to his realization of seeing a moose in New Mexico validated that he wasn't looking for a logical explanation. He wanted to get out of there to protect us. I couldn't relate this experience to other scary stories until I heard of the so-called skinwalkers. I can confirm that what my dad saw that night was a skinwalker. It checked out in every category of what they look like and how they behave. Skinwalkers' eyes are brighter than LED lights. They can be coyotes, deer, sheep, or humans, you name it. Now, of course, the logical explanation was that he saw an elk, not a moose. But when I pushed my dad to tell about what he saw, he swears to God that he saw a moose because moose have elongated snouts that most elks lack. I needed to get this weight off my chest, so if anybody can relate or develop a logical explanation for what my father and I saw, I am open to what you guys have to offer. And yes, we have returned almost 7 times in the past 2 years and never saw it again.